afternoon, South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you. This is Afternoon Express, and welcome to our brand new time slot at 5:30 p.m. My name is Balisa Dembe. Now, the seasons are changing, so should your diet too. So for today's cook-along, journey alongside us as we explore a menu inspired by the chilly weather. Helping us do so is our guest chef for today, Chef Robin. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Now, Robin, you've got quite the task. You are going to be ushering us in through beginning to the end, a full menu that is inspired by the cold winter weather. I'm ready for it. Are you?
I am, definitely.
I love it. And of course, our same favorite is back with us, Chef Dumi. Chef, how are you?
I'm doing great, Bali. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm always ready for action. Now, South Africa, we are welcoming the colder, windier seasons, and that too comes a lot of changes to our dietary plans. This is why we've invited you into our kitchen, and we've also asked our chef, who is as well versed as the seasons themselves. We have Chef Robin in the kitchen with us today. Now, Chef, what's in store?
Well, we're starting off with Gravadlax, served with a celeriac and fennel salad. And then we've got oven-braised lamb shanks served with mashed potato. And then my wife's banoffee tart.
Okay, then I'm ready for it. Please just head over to our website if you want to get the list of ingredients and the recipe to be cooking along with us. Now, sir, you have mentioned quite a few names, phrases within the beginning of this recipe that I'm unfamiliar with. Gravadlax?
No, Gravadlax.
Gravadlax, that's what it is. Now, Gravadlax for me is so interesting because it's a different way of preparing your fish.
That's correct. So Gravadlax is in actual fact Scandinavian. The Scandinavians, what they had done was they had in actual fact, before winter months came along and everything iced up, they would cure their fish. And the only way they did that was by using the herbs that they had, which was fennel, salt, sugar, and white peppercorns. They'd let it lay for about 48 hours maximum. Otherwise, for longer than that, you withdraw all the niceties from the fish itself.
I love that. So if everyone wants to get cooking along with us, what do they need? What are the list of ingredients?
Well, from our side, we would need some fennel, some sugar, salt, equal portions, obviously, white peppercorns, and then we'd need some celeriac bulb for the salad, red onions also for the salad, and apples. And then could you pass me the fish, please?
Oh, yes. I've got the star here, the fish. Now, South Africa, what is so special about this fish is that it is beautifully cut salmon. Now, I'm a huge fan of salmon.
Yes, but this, in actual fact, is salmon trout. Local. We haven't gone with the conventional Norwegian salmon, which Gravadlax is usually made from. So for sustainability purposes and so forth, we've gone with salmon trout instead. Similar texture, similar flavors as well, but it will do the trick as well.
And talk about doing the trick. I mean, Dumi and Chef, what I love so much about locally sourced trout that we are experiencing today is that is exactly what it is. It is sustainable, it is locally sourced, and that is a nice way to make sure that we're giving back to the environment that feeds us so well. Yeah. I also love that it's in alignment with the S3 new mantra, new modus operandi of going green, essentially. And that's what we're doing here in the kitchen. So, Dumi, on your side, I can already see that you already started working.
I've already started working with the Celeriac. And Balisa, when I was first introduced to Celeriac, it was a couple of years ago when I started in the industry as a chef, as a commie chef. I was still getting into the industry. I didn't know what exactly I was doing. And the chef said Celeriac. I was like, oh, so celery, the bulb of the celery? He's like, no, they're the same family, but in essence, not the same. It's like oranges and lemons are citrus, but not necessarily the same thing. So that's exactly what celeriac is. It's the bulb, and then most people know celery, which is the stalks that we use a lot in our stews and stuff like that. It's the same family, but it's literally not the same.
So, Chef, is it safe to say that celeriac is a root vegetable, a ground root vegetable, and I also hear that it is got incredible benefits, like it's antioxidants. I love the fact that, and also the health benefits around it when it comes to also being good for your digestion. It really does help that. Bone health, heart health as well. Celeriac is your girl, is your go-to. And I've also heard secrets. A lot of people say that it's anti-cancer effects as well. It also has some anti-cancer effects.
Yeah, because it's a green veg, it allows for those kinds of things as well.
Now,
it can be eaten raw and cooked. Sorry, you were about to say something.
Let's get cooking. I want to see how you prepare this salmon and the salmon trouts, because I have never tried preparing anything in this way before, so...
Okay, so we've got a nice, beautiful salmon trout fillet, skinned already. It doesn't have to be skinned, but you need to obviously check for bones, and we found a few bones in ours. So we need to take tweezers. For those at home who don't own tweezers that I have, you could, use the conventional stuff, whatever's in your kitchen or in your home. Safe to say you could actually use pliers, normal long nose pliers. Obviously, make sure that it's nicely sanitized and so on before using it, because you wouldn't like to contaminate and make anybody sick. But we'd remove the bones gently one by one. Oh, wow. These bones are very easy to take out, generally on a salmon.
It seems like you already took the first bone quite effortlessly.
Yes. So certain fish will allow you to remove bones very easily and others won't. So bigger fish like yellowtail and so on have bigger bones and fatter bones. So you'd struggle a bit more to get them out.
And Chef, would you say, because we're using quite a fatty fish today, which is trout, would you say that this recipe would work with any other fatty fish like the tunas and so forth, or was it specifically for this kind of fish?
Yes and no. I would go as far as tuna and maybe even swordfish, but more in terms of the likes of salmon specifically with this. Because of the curing method, it's going to dry out all the fattiness and all the goodness that's in the fish.
Wow.
And it's going to be like biltong.
Oh.
So, yeah,
and that is not what we want.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to ruin a piece of tuna with like that.
So, Chef, on my side, I'm going to be creating a delicious fresh dressing that's going to accompany the salad that Dumi is whipping up. So, to make this dressing, what have you got lined up in front of me?
So that would be olive oil.
Yep.
Apple cider vinegar.
I can already smell that apple cider. Lovely. And I just pop it all in.
Yeah, you pop it all in. Honey.
Yep. And then also, I see we've got some honey mustard, whole grain mustard.
Yeah.
Love that. Okay, and then last but not least, just a pinch of cream, keeping it creamy.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Dumi,
Chef,
are you ready for me?
I'm ready, almost ready for you, Mama. Can I just ask you, Chef, to pass me your apples and the fennel, and let me get started with chopping that up for you, so that by the time you're done, then at least I can have these ready for you. And
I've
Chef,
just got a few more bones to take out, and then I'll chop your fennel for you.
no problem. And then, Chef, you actually mentioned that you would be actually making this dish on Friday. You've got guests that you're going to be cooking for, and you're going to be making Gravadlax again. Is it something that people request from you to make, or is it just one of your favorites?
A little bit of both, in actual fact. Okay, let me get another board. Could I just move this? Get another board, just to chop these up. Yeah, it's a little bit of both. So, in essence, it's a very good and easy dish to make, and it's quite popular for people who obviously want that kind of experience in terms of that. So, yeah, I also love making it. It's easy to make.
It is quite a simple dish to make, Balesa. If you've noticed, all we've used right now, well, most of what we've used is all fresh ingredients, which makes it best, meaning that we could use a lot of ingredients that are seasonal as well. We could even, I'm even thinking about putting grapes into this. Yes, we've got some apples, we've got some celeriac. You could put some grapes in there. You could put some peach in there just for that added sweetness, you know, to take the dish a bit of a higher level, you know, with the fennels and the so forth. It takes it a little bit further than you need it.
Taking it to the next dimension. I mean, Chef, I'm already ready here with my dressing. It was so simple, so quick, easy to make. And what I like the most about it is that we know exactly what's inside, unlike some store-bought dressings where sometimes, you know, it leaves you guessing. This is delicious, and it was whipped up in a matter of seconds. So here we go. Chef Dumi.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Bali. May I ask you please to pass us, Bali? So we've got some fish that we prepared a little earlier that Chef made for us, and then we can actually start slicing that up. If you can look at this beautiful piece of fish that we've already sliced up for you here. It was cured overnight, so we suggested to cure it 24 hours at least. That way you make sure that you still get that flavor from the saltiness, but you also don't dry it out like Chef has just mentioned for us.
This looks incredible. I mean, the color on this fish is absolutely incredible. And I also love the fact that although you put the green herbs on top, it just adds and boosts, makes it more vibrant.
Correct.
It does this.
All right, awesome, Chef. Your salad is ready over here. And I'm going to just add the green apple just for that punch of color because, I mean, it's very white because
it is very white at the moment, yes.
So I'm just going to add some green there for additional color. And then, Chef, you're slicing it up for us, but we've got a whole lot more on the way from you, right?
That's correct. We've got plenty more to come.